Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 820. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Scott?
Androids of Terra is always my favorite Doctor Who.
All right, so we've talked about this past couple of weeks. I had said I'm pretty sure Clara is going to come back, and it looks like Capaldi basically screwed up. So why don't you read the article, Chris, and then we can really get into this crazy.
Sure. So I guess that Capaldi was he was on a panel at AwesomeCon in Washington D.C. and he was being interviewed, and this is basically what he said. Someone made a reference to the Doctor having his memories of Clara taken away. And Capaldi said, quote, "I'm not sure how successfully Clara was able to wipe his mind. In fact, I just did and then he stopped and said, well, I was about to tell you something I can't tell you now." He added, I just shot something that Clara was still there. I gotta tell you, this sounds telegraphed to me.
You think so?
Yes, I do. I think that he probably meant to do this. I really do. This sounds like one of those political answers to me.
Like, in other words, they
I
want you to know that Clara is going to be in
yeah,
an episode?
there's sometimes that they'll tell them. They'll tell them what they can and can't say. Yeah,
right.
They'll tell them what they can and can't say. And me personally, this sounds like a telegraphed answer to get people talking. I don't know for sure, but that's just what it sounds like to me.
So basically, it's hype.
Yeah.
It's like, get them freaking going crazy because the Christmas special is going to happen, and then we got to get through this.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like when the Force Awakens was coming out. So Ridley at one of the cons, they were like, "Is that Darth Plagueis' staff you're carrying?" And she was like, "I don't know."
Right. What's up, Ray?
You know.
All right.
Ray, Clara's going to be back
I know. I saw that.
again. Who called that crap, bro?
There's a shot.
I'm not being rude. The amount of times we call stuff out and it happens is ridiculous.
Listen, I called Amy Pond returning. Tons of stuff.
Hang on. Wait a minute. Is she coming back?
Even the Singing Towers, I called that Christmas special.
Is she coming back as Clara or Oswin?
You know what? It doesn't really matter. Really.
They might say she's another descendant.
I mean, that's another thing. You know, she could come back as the Clara that died and is in the nether sphere popping out with a new body. She could be the one of the copies of Clara.
Yeah.
You don't even freaking know.
She could be like the daughter she never had, Clara.
She could be a totally different Clara in this time period.
Maybe he was talking about Clara 10, Maybe that's what he meant to say.
Listen, you know what? I know a lot of people are pissed right now, okay? And I am sorry to break that news to you, but on the other hand, maybe this is a good thing if you think about it, because Moffat's final episodes and season may be so crazy that you're going to be like, basically. Okay, so maybe other people will come back. Maybe he threw all his rule book out the window. You have multi-doctors. I mean, we don't really know. I didn't like the way it was left with Clara. So for my peace of mind, I'm actually happy about it and satisfied. And I'm going to be even more happy, too, when she appears in his regeneration scene.
Like I've mentioned in the past, what would have been unique is either go your route or do it set up to where the Clara that we saw was actually a cloister race.
I mean, people would tell me I was crazy when I said, "No, Amy Pond's coming back," and they're like, "They're all making their." And meanwhile, guess what? She appeared in when he regenerated. That was it. So there you go. I mean, I'm
just hoping that
I'm all for it.
I'm all for it. I'm just hoping that Shields doesn't turn up with her.
Hey, what if the whole companion thing's a front? What if it's like it was never serious that she was really a full-time companion? Like, what if she's like a couple episode companion and then Jenna Louise Coleman just needed time to film that and then she could finish? What if she actually did have a longer contract And this was the year that we speculated that it was a 2-year contract.
Yeah.
That she's in this season, and we don't even know about it.
Could
That
be.
could work.
And it satisfies the fans because the fans get the other companion, but then of course the companion's out the window and Clara's here again. So there you go. Chris, anything on it?
I'm gonna be the heel here.
All right.
I'm not happy about this.
All right. Tell us.
I'm not. Because, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh no, not again. Like, with this,
you
with
knew
Clara.
I was going to tell you on Facebook. You knew it.
And then I was thinking, okay, you know what? I wasn't a big fan of how it left off, so maybe this is a chance to fix it. But now I'm thinking, because of what you just said with, like his episodes being huge, his last ones, like, what are they going to have her do now? That's what, like, what is she going to do now that's going to make her the most overblown companion ever?
All the Ravens will be dying, and it'd be like, stop!
I just want to move on from her. Like,
she's gonna kill Missy and say, "You done this to me."
You killed all the Ravens. Enough, Clara. You're gonna live.
I was happy. We were getting a new companion. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, we can go back to normal. We don't need this like mega companion in Clara. And now she's coming back, and it's never gonna end with her. And she might as well. The 13th Doctor might as well just be Clara. Just make it Clara.
I gotta tell you, there is a possibility that her boyfriend in real life may become the Doctor. And he did say that if that's the case, he would love for his girlfriend to be with him, and I think she was against it. So you may have Clara a longer time than ever.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I mean, if she stays on, then the ratings go down, and then we get more worries with the show.
She'll merge with the TARDIS, and she'll always be there. There you go.
Oh, God. The one time where the TARDIS gets destroyed.
Unless the Clara which we're seeing is a Time Lord, like on the Gallifrey.
She could listen. I said it. She told him what TARDIS to pick. She has regenerations. You think I'm nuts, but she's a Time Lord. You don't just let humans on Gallifrey walk into TARDIS and say, hey, there's 5 here. Like, you don't have anybody in security on it.
You're probably right, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have security like allowing humans there, so she's a Time Lord probably. In fact, he could get really crazy and say that, she was Romana and they just blocked her memory for the couple of regenerations and then she gets it back.
I hope not.
They could do crazy stuff, man. I'm telling you. Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the Rani version 3.0.
You never know, man. You never know.
Well, we don't know.
Listen, they could even do something crazy, like make it like she was his wife originally.
Oh my gosh.
And then his grandmother and all this other. I mean, because let me tell you something. You don't just spend 4.5 billion years saving like a dog or something. I mean, the confession now, he was in love with her. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I know people don't like what I have to say sometimes, but you don't just spend 4.5 billion years like for, a stranger. So he was madly in love with her. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Because he was jealous with Robin Hood. He was jealous with the bow tie guy. He just felt funny because he's old and she looks young and whatever. It was kind of awkward to have a relationship. But he still loved her.
And I'm not even rude, like I was saying, in Face of Raven, when she went and he whipped into the shield like there was no tomorrow, didn't he?
He would burn the whole Gallifrey to the ground for love. So I don't want to hear anything. That's why you never got to hear that speech. Because maybe they went back and filmed the speech and they're going to show it. And then you're going to be like, oh, that's what they filmed. And he's like, the first time ever, because Moffat will really get to you. The first time ever, the Doctor will tell a companion, I love you. You'll see that.
That'll go over well.
Let me tell you something. He's going to do, let me tell you something. This is Moffat's final. Okay? Their rule book is out the window. Okay?
There's no women now.
He is gonna blow your mind with the stuff he's gonna pull out of his spoon head. I mean, seriously. He's gonna go nuts. I wouldn't be surprised if you see people and you're like, what? You know, how is that pot? I'm telling you. Because they had Michelle Gomez, she was talking how great it would be with Missy in the Ponds, and so did they, and it's like, wait a minute, why are you like driving fans nuts? I'm telling you, they're going to do some funky stuff. This is going to be a cluster muck of, I don't know if it's going to be great or fantastic or whatever. And then you get to say to yourself, well, why couldn't he do this every season then? You gotta wait for the final season, you know?
What? For the Doctor fall in love?
No, I'm not that. I'm talking about other things, that crazy stuff that he may do in his... I mean, he may do crazy stuff in his final season, man. Yeah. Crazy stuff.
I don't think...
What else is Clara gonna be? What else is she gonna be, Clara?
His sister.
Is she gonna be like the first human? Like she populates the whole planet? I mean, like, what are they gonna do?
Unless she's the last human, Cassandra will be born.
I know it's getting scary, but it could get worse. Moffat could make her even more crazy, powerful, responsible for a lot of stuff. I'm telling you.
Ooh. And then the Doctor would have to come in and do the whole kiss thing.
Chris is like grunting. I know, Chris.
I know.
I'm sorry. You know, you're right. I don't disagree. You're absolutely right.
Chris, I'm not saying I want this. Some of the
no,
things.
I know.
You know, I don't like it when he makes her so ridiculous.
I'm not angry at anybody here. I'm just saying I really wish that we could like just.
There's another way.
Let's just move on.
Way, yeah.
Like, you know,
he made her so powerful that she's Bad Wolf without the time vortex.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that's basically what it is.
I've been saying this for like it feels like years. I don't know how long I've been saying it. I think she's going to be responsible for them having time travel. I really do. I really think they're going to retcon that whole Omega made it, and she's going to leave a time machine or something around, and he's going to be like, hey, what's this?
She'll be Omega's wife or something. Omega's wife is really behind it. Something. With a figurehead or something.
Because what else could they possibly ever do? She already made the Doctor.
She did everything.
Yeah, which to me is just stupid.
You know what they could do? They could say that she made the Master by accident, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They could do that, too. They could make it like, well... Because, you know, it was kind of psychotic, the way Moffat wrote her.
Yeah.
It's like, he was... I mean, if you really, like, went into his psyche when he was writing for her, he was genuinely hatred pissed off that she was leaving. And he put shit in that script. Like, how fucking morbid is that? That she calls up her boyfriend and she's the reason he gets killed because he's fucking distracted. That's fucked up. I mean, like, really. I mean, he really is. On one hand, you can't make her to be this. And then at the same time, because you're angry, you try to bring her down to this. So you're trying to show her screwing up now. You can't. It doesn't work like that. You can't do that.
In other words, like Moffat fell in love with her while he was on set. While she was on set.
No, but I'm saying like fell in love with the character, not necessarily the actress, but his creation. But the thing is that he like really like effed her up, like where she betrayed the Doctor. Who the fuck does that? Like throwing this shit into the lava and I mean, man, think about it.
I mean, to this day, I still don't understand that scene when she's on the phone with Danny.
I'm like,
I don't.
I thought she was pregnant. I thought that's what she was calling.
So did I. I was like, she's pregnant, and that shit's on.
Yeah, because I was like, why else would somebody call up somebody like that?
That's what I said.
Like,
I mean,
I'm never going to say I love you to anybody else. That's your. It's like, okay, and then he gets killed. I'm sitting there like, so this is a normal phone call? Like that's
right? Because you thought of hormones. It was like. Because she threw it in the lava pit, the keys, so you're like, all right, she's pregnant. Like, she wouldn't act like that. But, like, and all of a sudden, and then he, I guess, had the thing with the actor, didn't like Danny Pink guy. I don't know what he didn't like about him. So all of a sudden, he's like, oh, she really didn't love him.
Yeah, something weird behind the scenes
there. What are you talking about, dude?
Something weird happened.
How could she love that? when she had a Time Lord that could reject. I'm like, what are you talking about? He did some weird psychological, deep, personal stuff in that writing, because I just don't get it. I mean, I don't, Chris.
I
I don't either.
I don't.
I agree with you 100%.
One of these
I
days
don't.
you're gonna find
Yeah.
out. Like, he's gonna write a tell-all book on how, subconsciously he didn't realize that he was really pissed that she left. Just like, and he got mad with Matt Smith too for leaving like that, and he just, he killed his own character that way, like, or something, like, just.
Welcome back,
angry.
Scott.
There we go.
You're gonna find out. And now,
Would
you know
be
what it
funny
is?
if,
He
like-
probably realizes he screwed up, so now he's trying to fix it. He's like, oh man, I really kind of did the wrong thing. So now he's going back. He's like, oh yeah, you know what? Nobody cares, man. I know once you leave, and whatever, but the hell with that. I'm off it. Let's go. Just do some episodes. Okay, I'm telling you.
I'm not being rude. He may have differences with the Danny Pink character, but I'd win him back and give Clara a happy ending like that.
I really would like to know what that actor did to basically have Moffat change the whole entire future because he doesn't like the actor. Something happened, and I don't even know if we'll ever know. He did a 180, and it's like, one minute he's Danny Pink all the way, and then he's like, who the hell's Danny Pink? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I mean,
if the guy wrote the book,
he might have embarrassed him in that tour. That guy maybe embarrassed them on tour.
it'd be funny if he wrote the book and in the book he was like, he just kept wanting me to sit awkwardly on the couch every episode.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I had to leave.
But you know what I don't understand? Moffat starts putting his foot in his mouth. And he said, we had a black actor to play the Doctor and it didn't work out. That's effed up, first of all. You don't say stuff like that because everybody starts acting, well, who's the actor that sucks and could not handle being the Doctor? That's embarrassing. I mean, was it Danny Pink that he's like, let me try out to be the Doctor? What if the Doctor would generate some Danny Pink for him? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that was the thing? That the Doctor merged with Danny Pink, and then it's like another incarnation. They get married, time travelers. Like he's trying to make it like Clara and him together or something, maybe. I don't know.
He approached him off here and said, "I want to be the Doctor after Capaldi leaves or whatever."
I mean, I don't know, man. Something happened though. Something. I mean, he just did a total 180. I don't know, but again, you know what? Yes, Scott.
Oh.
Yes, Scott.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, what do you think? What's going on? Anybody's thoughts?
Moffat's going to do a total, like you said, he's going to do a total 180. He's going to somewhat reveal probably why Pink is not there, but mostly he's going to bring back Clara with a vengeance and make certain that she's the companion that he's of the Doctor for certain.
What about you, Ray?
I don't know what's going to happen, but at least we can say it's going to be a clusterfuck.
What about you,
Because that's all it's all been at the moment.
Yeah.
Personally, I think you're right. I think that they're gonna maybe do something with her and Danny getting back together somehow. I really think that what's gonna happen is, since she is supposed to die, I think that's gonna get resolved, and somehow it's gonna lead her to being in the Nethersphere with him, or like you've been saying, he gets a new body from the Nethersphere, or something's gonna happen where they're together, and somehow it's gonna lead to the whole Orson Pink thing and whatnot. Somehow it's just gonna not be the way that we all thought. But again, I think really what's probably gonna happen is I don't think Paul's gonna do anything with Clara. I think it's gonna be again for Clara. She'll be mentioned. Maybe you'll see her every like a cameo or something. But I really think Chibnall is probably going to be like, and I hope it's something like, no, I want my own companions, whether it's Billy or somebody else. I want I want Clara's story done. I don't want to do any stories with her, unless he has really good ideas that require her. But I doubt that.
I mean,
You know
what if Chibnall loves Clara character?
That's possible too.
You don't know, man. You don't know. I mean,
nobody knows.
Some say that she's the Sarah Jane Smith of this era. Like that, a lot of people love her. Like that, whatever. They don't really want another companion. So, I'm going to say another thing, and I'm going to make another prediction, and I know that people are not going to sit well with this prediction. Okay? Be surprised this season, because just like he could write psychologically, he's angry with the character and punishing the character. There's all these years of animosity and anger towards the fans. He is going to kick our ass in Series 10. He is going to do stuff in the season. We may be beyond pissed off. Okay? I'm just telling you right now, he may clarify some things and answer some questions that we don't like. And I'm telling you right now, he's going to do something that's going to piss everybody off.
I'm just thinking, you know, when he come out and said that he was going to split the fan base with something, do you think he was meaning his last season?
But that's what he meant. Last season he split the fan base, not something new he's going to do now. But I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me if he meant this one. You know what Moffat's like.
Remember when we were all speculating what that was going to be? Like,
yeah.
What does he mean he's going to split the fan base? Like, what's going to happen?
It's Clara. It's a never-ending story, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Cinderella, isn't it?
What could he do right before Chibnall? But then he has to have a lighthearted Christmas episode. What could he do?
I'm telling you, man, he could make the Doctor a woman right before Chibnall gets there.
I think he could do worse.
He probably could.
I mean, I told you, he probably made the Doctor a woman in class.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, it's totally, Patrick Ness. And no, Moffat is putting the ingredients in there. Okay?
Unless he makes the Doctor kill Clara.
No, why would he do that? No. She's already dead, dude. No. First of all, he's gonna put them in a position. Because now people are not gonna. You know what's gonna happen if he makes the Doctor a woman in class? That's gonna ruin Chibnall's run. Because people be like, oh, I don't care that he's regenerating into a guy. I want to know what happened to that Doctor. Right, Chris?
Yeah.
They're gonna be totally like, not interested.
I can see him doing something not on purpose to ruin it, but to think, oh, if I do this, show will get really good because Chibnall will take over from here. But no, we don't want this. Right. And I guarantee you, if that were to happen, we would get 1 million articles saying you gotta give it a chance. Like, we don't want to.
Right.
Because this is what we didn't want to happen on this show.
I do apologize, people, because we do give Schmoogle a chance every now and then we have problems like this where it's kicking out our members. So this is why I won't sign that paper, to promote that. I guess we're going to have to come in a Zoom now, unfortunately. I do like the Zoom, though. All right, we're going to have to get out of here because of technical difficulties. So we'll be back. Take care. Bye for now.